Hello! I've made a bagpipe out of gloves and straws. If you would like to irritate your family, this is how you would do that. First, you take a straw. Then, you want to squish the end of the straw as flat as you can. Rubbing it against the corner of a table is a great way to do that. Alright. This is not great, but it'll do. Then we take our scissors and we cut a point into the straw. So now the straw looks like that. This is a reed. In woodwind instruments, a reed is the part of the instrument that vibrates and thus gets us all the rest of the sounds. If you were to put it in your mouth and blow on the reed, you get noise. So, let's modify this. If you've ever played a recorder, you would know there are holes in the recorder. The holes redirect the airflow. If you hold down all the holes, the air has to go all the way down and you get a lower note. If you put a hole up higher, then you get a higher note. Let's try to make a single high note. You want to make just the slightest hole, the smallest hole that you think will make a difference. Just for tests. I'm doing most of that with my throat, with my how hard I'm pushing the air through. Let's make this hole a little bit bigger so that we can get a little bit more of an effect. Okay, it's a very small hole. Let's see if it does anything. Ready? It appears that the notes that we get out of this thing are more or less completely random. You can mess around with the straw reed for a long time and just get different kinds of notes out of it. But we are going to do something a little more advanced. We are going to figure out where I put my box of gloves. One moment. Aha! We are going to take one of these latex gloves. If you have a latex allergy, don't play with this stuff. We are going to get this edge, and we are going to try to get it small as possible, and we want to tie a knot in it. All right. So the reason why we would want bagpipes in the first place is because bagpipes store up pressurized air. And that allows us to, do the small, very minimally important task of continuing to breathe. So instead of using our lungs to force air through the reed, we're going to store air in here and force that air through the reed. Okay, now we have a glove with a knot tied in it. Try to make sure that the knot goes as close to the edge of the base as you can without actually losing the knot. Okay. Next, we are going to snip a hole in the thumb. Good, good. It doesn't have to be all the way across. This will work just fine. Then we take a fresh straw and we stuff the straw into the hole. We don't drop the gloves. We stuff the straw into the hole. And then we take some tape. Ka-choo! Not that much tape is necessary. You tape one end of the tape down. So, let's see if this is airtight. It's pretty good. Now you saw how there was that timed release? That's why you need latex gloves. Latex is stretchy, and it will actually release air in a sustained manner. Other kinds of gloves I've experimented with, they don't stretch. They just kind of fill up with air, and then they don't expand. And it's the expansion that provides the pressure, that provides the inward pressure that is released at a steady flow. Okay. I want to suggest getting it much bigger than this. Look, that's plenty of air. There's plenty of time for you to gasp in another breath, stick it down the tube. All right, now we take that noise-making reed and we snip an end in the other end of the glove. Cool. We stick the noise-making reed in, not too far, and then we fold the latex of the glove so that there is as small, as tight around the reed as we can get. And then we tape it off to make it airtight. Okay. Now the trick of playing this thing is you need to use your fingers to hold the reed almost closed. You're also holding the reed completely closed to allow the glove bagpipe to inflate. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm not sure how to troubleshoot this one. We are getting airflow. We tested the reed. The reed made noise when we blew through it. I'm not sure what I did wrong. You may have to try several times. Let's experiment and figure out what went wrong. You can just undo the tape, and then that piece of tape is worthless, so we'll set it aside. Let's try putting the reed in further, and then wrapping that around there. All right, there we go. And we'll try taping it on at this juncture, okay? All right, let's see if we can get good sound now. We're holding the reed shut. The crenellations in the thing might not. So I had an idea. What if the problem is I didn't flatten it enough earlier? Okay, guys, I promise this works. See, this one. Okay, so bagpipes, we have learned, are highly unreliable, especially when made by hand. Anyways, good luck on your project. I hope it turns out better than mine did. And if push comes to shove, just play music using the reeds. Those are plenty of fun. All right, take care, everybody.